But I was into 90s rock and roll, and people get on my case about that. They're like, Mark, if you like rock and roll, you gotta go back to the 60s and 70s. That's when it was good and true and pure. And I agree, to a point. But I think we can all agree that certain things have improved over time. For instance, nowadays, if you wrote a song about wanting to date a 16-year-old girl, that would, at the very least, be frowned upon. Whereas back then, every other goddamn song was like, oh, she was 16! That's perfect! Chart toppers. Chart toppers. Sweet 16! Clean as a bean! Women my own age! No, 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 no! And 16 was the ceiling. Like, I was listening to this one Van Morrison song, and it's like 14 minutes in, so he's winding down, you know? And he starts scatting. If you've never heard Van Morrison scat, it's the greatest thing in musical history. It does not sound like a man scatting. It sounds like a monster chewing beef. It's a perfect sound. Just perfect sound, perfect sound. So he's doing that, and then it turns into lyrics off the top of his head. He's just spitballing. He starts going, oh, so young and bold. 14! Yeah! Now, what is my favorite part about that line? Not the fact that he starts singing about a 14-year-old out of nowhere, although that's pretty good. My favorite part of that line is that he slurs the words years old, so it sounds like yeah-o, which to me sounds like he got halfway through that line and then part of his brain was like, oh, we can't be saying this. The other half of his brain was like, no, 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 no. And he was like, what? Which one? Wow! I prefer this guy. Let's go chew some beef. It's a gross guy. I like him. You can't expect too much from a guy whose first name is Van, you know? That's a creepy vehicle for a creepy man. You want a cool guy? Motorcycle Morrison. Listen to him, you know what I mean? Nice guy. Family sedan Morrison. You can trust him. Do not trust Van Morrison. Tinted window Van Morrison? Done. You're done. Don't go near him. Van full of candy Morrison? You don't want it. Go on it. Don't trust him.